The lights flickered, adding to the growing tension in the room. It felt like a storm was waiting to erupt, and in the world of asterisk love and hip-hop Atlanta asterisk, where relationships are intense and full of drama, tonight was different. The issues that had been simmering for weeks, maybe even years, were about to reach a breaking point. Erica Dixon and Scrappy's relationship had always been complicated. Their love had been a mix of passion, betrayal, and unresolved issues. After their breakup and the birth of their daughter, things between them had been tense. They tried co-parenting, but there were constant arguments and old wounds never fully healed. The real source of the tension, however, wasn't just between Erica and Scrappy. It was the conflict between Erica and Momma Dee, Scrappy's mother, that truly made everything worse. For as long as anyone could remember, Erica and Momma Dee had never gotten along. Momma Dee, with her larger-than-life personality, was never shy about sharing her opinions, especially when it came to Scrappy. She often publicly criticized Erica, which left emotional scars deeper than most people knew. Erica, fiercely independent and protective of her family, had always fought back, but it had never been enough to earn Momma Dee's approval. That night, a party thrown by one of the city's top promoters seemed like just another chance for the three of them to avoid each other. But fate had a different plan. The night was filled with music and laughter, but for Erica, Scrappy, and Momma Dee, it felt like another battleground. Erica, dressed in a sleek black dress, tried to enjoy the evening. However, her eyes kept drifting back to Scrappy. The tension between them was thick, and though they avoided direct confrontation for most of the night, the weight of their unresolved issues loomed over them. It was clear that something was about to snap. Erica tried to enjoy the night, her eyes scanning the room, but they kept drifting back to Scrappy. The tension between them was impossible to ignore. Every glance, every word, and every small movement seemed to carry unspoken anger and resentment. Of course, Momma Dee was there too, making sure her presence was felt. Her bold and larger-than-life personality filled the space, demanding attention wherever she went. The first signs of trouble came when Momma Dee, never one to keep her thoughts to herself, approached Erica in a quiet corner of the venue. Her voice, as loud as ever, cut through the music and chatter. "You think you can just walk around here like you're the only one that matters, don't you?" Momma Dee's words were sharp, like daggers. "You're nothing but a baby mama now, and you're not even with my son anymore." Erica, already on edge from months of passive-aggressive comments, could feel the anger rising. She snapped, her voice cold and direct. "Momma Dee, you don't know anything about me or my life," Erica shot back, her words biting. "If you'd stop trying to control everything, maybe you'd see that I'm just trying to be a good mother to our daughter, no matter what you think." The venom in Erica's words seemed to set Momma Dee off even more. "You think you're better than me?" she yelled, her face turning red with anger. "You think you control my son? You're nothing but trouble." The argument escalated quickly. The two women began shouting at each other, their voices rising above the noise of the crowd. The people around them started to notice, but it was clear this wasn't just a disagreement. It was a battle that had been building for a long time. Erica's patience had worn thin from months of dealing with Momma Dee's constant interference. The tension was about to reach its breaking point. After months of dealing with Momma Dee's constant interference in her life, Erica had finally reached her breaking point. Her patience was gone. "Stay out of my business, Momma Dee," Erica yelled, her eyes full of anger. "You're not going to tell me how to live my life anymore." Momma Dee stepped forward, puffing out her chest, ready to fight. "You can't handle me, girl," she said, her voice loud and full of challenge. "You think you're grown, but you're still just a little girl playing house." It was then that Scrappy appeared, sensing the tension between the two women. He had always tried to keep the peace, but tonight, the situation had already escalated too much. He could feel the heat in the air, the anger rising between the two women he loved but could never seem to satisfy. "Enough!" Scrappy shouted, his voice firm but tired. "This isn't the place for this. Both of you need to stop." But neither Erica nor Momma Dee listened. The fight had already spiraled too far. Frustrated and done with the chaos, Erica turned her back, ready to leave. She needed space, a break from the suffocating tension. But before she could escape, Scrappy, in a moment of pure frustration, reached out and grabbed her arm, pulling her back toward him. "You're not leaving," he growled, his eyes wild. "You've got a lot of nerve thinking you can just walk away every time things get tough." Erica's heart raced. She twisted away from his grip, trying to break free. "Let go of me, Scrappy. This is your mess, not mine," In an instant, Scrappy's temper exploded. He slapped Erica hard across the face. The sound of the slap rang through the room, shocking everyone into silence. Erica stumbled back, her hand instinctively flying to her cheek. The sting from the slap wasn't just physical. It cut deep into the heart of everything they had once shared, and the room stood frozen, watching in disbelief. The room fell completely silent. Every single person in the place was watching the scene unfold between Erica, Scrappy, and Momma Dee. Erica's face was flushed from both the sting of the slap and the humiliation. Her expression was a mix of anger and betrayal. Her voice trembled, but it was firm as she spoke. "You've really lost it now, Scrappy. You've crossed the line." Scrappy stood frozen, his eyes wide in shock. He never meant to hurt her like this, but in that moment, his anger had taken over. The weight of his actions hit him instantly. He felt a deep regret settling in. "Erica, I didn't mean for it to go like this," he muttered, his voice barely audible. But it was already too late. Erica had stepped back, her eyes filled with tears. "I can't do this anymore, Scrappy," Erica said, her voice full of emotion. "I won't let you or your mother control me anymore. I'm done." With that, she turned and stormed out of the room, leaving Scrappy standing there, paralyzed with regret. Momma Dee, standing off to the side, watched the entire exchange. Her face showed a mixture of satisfaction and disbelief. She had gotten what she wanted. Erica had walked away, but at what cost? Scrappy stood in the middle of the room, feeling the full weight of his actions crashing down on him. He watched as Erica disappeared into the night, but it was too late. The damage had been done. The fallout from that night would linger for weeks. The relationship between Scrappy and Erica was forever changed, and the gap between them grew wider with each passing day. Even Momma Dee, who always stood by her son, could no longer deny that something precious had been lost. Scrappy had crossed a line that couldn't be undone, shattering what little was left of his family. The night had started with hope and possibility, but by the end, it had left only broken hearts and fractured relationships. It was a moment that would haunt all three of them, a painful reminder that sometimes, no matter how much love there is, it can't save you when you've lost control.